Hi everyone, it's always good to be here talking with us again. Today we are excited to share with us on our eco-friendly shade nets, what we're doing at the Eco Farms and Agro Services Company with shade nets as an alternative to the more expensive greenhouse technology that requires the UV stable film. The shade nets are more affordable. The shade nets give you more room to grow. The shade nets have a lot of importance. It lets a little bit of water come in. They are more naturally ventilated, so they are a lot more eco-friendly. Of course, we are all aware, if you are not aware, be informed that the environment, wherever you may be getting more hot. And using the conventional approach of greenhouse farming, it's good, but you will have to go through a lot of protocols to manage plants in the greenhouse because of one key factor, which is temperature in the greenhouse. So here what we are doing is introducing an alternative to farming, which a lot of farmers have not embraced, which is eco-friendly shade nets. And today we're in one of it. It's 40 meters by 20 meters. It's quite a lot of grow area you can see behind me. Shade nets, you can grow a lot of things. We intend to use them for bell peppers, beef, tomatoes, and a lot of other crops, particularly cucumbers, as well as lettuce, a number of other spice crops. And so one of the key things you need to look into when you intend to embrace the shade net, it's the wind in your territory. You need to also explore the possibility of the stability of materials that you intend to use. You could use galvanized steels, which are more long-lasting, more durable. You can also use treated wood, which is more affordable and can last for a number of years, but may not be as well lasting as those of the galvanized steel. So if you have that sorted, the next material you need to look at is what's the percentage of shading you need in your farm. And that's dependent on what you intend to cultivate. Most shade nets come within 50% shading. You have 25% shading, you have as much as 30, or some even 70% shading.
Good day everyone, my name is Polycarp Habakuk. Actually, I come in contact with Eco Farms fertilizer, and really I used it last year in my village during the rainy season, and really I got a good result. And this year I said let me still use it in dry season farming. And you can see my farm around here where I stand. The farm is looking greenish in nature, and you can see the way it grown very good. You can compare and see with other one that is close by behind me there. You can see the differences. So for you farmers out there, I recommend this Eco Farms fertilizer for you to use, so that you will get a very good product like this. By God's grace, I think this place is going to give us a very good product. Thank you.
For conventional farming, for vegetables, the basics you need is 50 to 45% shading. That's sufficient. And I just talk us through a few things that are the relevance or the benefits of using the shade net. One of the key things you won't struggle using the shade net is your ventilation. They naturally ventilate themselves. As the wind comes, it clears out the heat in there, and natural wind comes in and replaces that hot air. So your plants are more relaxed. They are not as stressed as when they're in the greenhouse. Another key important factor of using a shade net, you will be happy to hear, is the fact that during the rain-fed farming you will not require so much water at all to irrigate your farm. The reason being that the rain will naturally come into the shade net, but the thing is the rain will be filtered to the net and drop not as forceful as it comes with a lot of wind, but drops in little showers, just like your foger or your sprinklers. So the plants are able to tolerate that amount of water and they are not so stressed and not so impacted. And another important aspect of using shade nets that I like to share with us is the fact, because the temperature in the shade net growing area, it's very friendly. Insect pests, when they make it into the farm for one reason or the other, do not multiply as fast as they will in the greenhouse. Of course, we all know it's temperature. Insects reproduce faster in warmer environments, and then in the environments that's not as warm as in the greenhouse, they multiply quite well, but not as fast as they should. So when you observe there's an insect infestation, you're able to spring up and react immediately. So these are some of the key things you need to look into or be excited when you see farming in a shade net environment. Of course, there are the downsides of it, because water is able to come in when you have heavy downfall. There's a possibility that the soil in the greenhouse will be really soaked. One of the things you can do is study that soil, see that if it's over soaked, you maybe begin to look at preventive approach for fungal infections. But overall, from experience, we have enjoyed using shade nets, and they're beautiful. You can use them for a number of things beyond cultivation. You can use them for your nursery. You can use them as environments where you could acclimatize your crops before you move them from the nursery to the greenhouse, and a number of other things. I'll be happy to take questions. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them on our chat, as well as in the comment sections, and we can get an agronomist to reply to whatever challenges you may have. Also, if you're looking to set up our greenhouse or a shade net, feel free to consult with us on the available services. I'll be happy to stay tuned. Take care.